Welcome to the Dev Videos. In this video we will cover what is dependency injection, or DI. Well, dependency injection is kind of a buzzword that sometimes confuses people a lot, especially when they are working on different frameworks. In this lesson, not only we will demystify the concept of dependency injection, but also its synonymous term, IOC, or inversion of control. But before we dive into this topic, I need you to recall these two concepts of OOP: composition and aggregation. Well, if we talk about composition, this leads to the notion of very tight coupled classes, and these classes can't live without each other. But in aggregation, we not have so tight coupled classes. In the composition, we have a sense of ownership between two objects, but in aggregation we have its vice versa, and the idea of dependency injection lies between these two concepts. In fact, we can say it is the shifting from composition towards the aggregation. Let's understand it by using an example. Let's say we have a class of car and an engine, and we are instantiating the object of engine inside the constructor of car so that it can be used whenever it's needed. But this approach makes these classes tightly coupled, which is highly discouraged, and this is also called composition relationship. Because the life of engine is limited to the life of the car's object, and this is not a viable option. So instead of creating the object of engine inside car, we need to put that, or inject that object, from the outside, and that is called the injection of dependency, or simply dependency injection. And if you look at the constructor, now our constructor have the argument, which is in fact the dependency. Now our classes are loosely coupled, and the life cycle of engine is independent of the life cycle of the car, and that exactly the concept of aggregation. And if you have noticed, we have turned upside down the working of the car's constructor. Before, the class of car was responsible for the creation of engine, but now creation is done outside the class, and we are just injecting the object. So the control of object creation inverted, and this inversion is called inversion of control, or IOC.